Well, I suppose we need to talk. I didn't expect to be making this video, at least not in this manner. After I initially posted the video back in September discussing the grooming allegations against YandereDev, aka Alex Mahan, and especially after his bogus apology video that lasted a grand total of 4 days before he took it down, I got a fair amount of questions asking why don't I just post the evidence against Alex in full? And honestly, I did have plans to do so for a while. Literally, the day the video was posted, the victim, who I've referred to and will continue to refer to as Jane no matter how public her name becomes, was speaking with another content creator and expressing how Alex was allegedly manipulating and threatening her behind the scenes, which had already been confirmed by her before. And she also expressed how she did, in fact, still want everything out in the open. Imagine my surprise! Actually, you don't have to imagine because I was streaming and discussing the posted video when I became aware of what was happening. A few days later, Jane got back in contact with me on a now-deleted Discord account to directly request that I post the original 3-hour documentary-style video that we had been working on together during the summer. But because of how rapidly everything was transpiring and wanting to wait for updates in a confirmed, ongoing investigation by law enforcement, it was going to take a significant amount of time. However, with more recent events, including the aforementioned apology and accompanying victim statement heavily edited by Alex, since contact between him and Jane has unfortunately been reestablished, among other allegations that prompted Alex's former composer and best friend Cameron F305 to send me an obviously self-authored warning of impending litigation. To no one's surprise, he was the unnamed YandereDev associate mentioned in the previous video. Took everyone like 3 minutes to figure it out. Anyway, after all that mess, I decided it would be better to just release the evidence exactly as it was sent to me, aside from a few things censored for privacy, and not even bother spending months and months editing and putting it all together with a nice little bow on top. To be completely transparent, I also feel that I deserve the opportunity to clear up any confusion there may be because of the outright lies that have been spread about me. Jane approached me and requested my help in sharing her story, although I think we can all agree I certainly wasn't the best person to handle this because I'm far outside of my element with this sort of thing. But I did what I could to try to help. I did not coach Jane in her interactions with Alex. And I absolutely did not encourage her to maintain contact with him, especially for the sake of gathering evidence. When she first reached out, I advised her to block him and go to the police. However, she refused and wanted to do both on her own terms. So all I felt I could do at the time was consistently remind her to set her boundaries and prioritize her comfort and safety above all else. Something else I wanted to address is if you're considering subscribing to me based off my videos on Alex, please don't. Genuinely, I really mean it. This is not my usual type of content, and with any luck, I really hope to wash my hands of this and be done with this as a public matter and never discuss YandereDev on my channel ever again. So if that's what you're interested in, then you're just going to be disappointed here. I'm not interested in more views or subscribers from people waiting for the next juicy drama that's never going to arrive. I'm sure any further developments regarding this particular ordeal will be thoroughly documented in the r/Osana subreddit. I'd like to stick with my terrible, cringy gaming content and put this whole accursed mess behind me. However, I do have some recommendations for other videos that I would highly encourage people to check out for more information on this continuously ongoing situation. The first is called Yandere Simulator's Open Secret by Fun is Infinite, which describes the previous grooming allegation against Alex. Yeah, unfortunately, this isn't the first time he's allegedly engaged in sexual misconduct with a minor. This video ironically was posted just weeks before my own, and I had no idea. Really wish I had seen it ahead of time. It's an excellently done deep dive into the allegation, which I believe proves not only that the accuser Sisefs is a real person, unlike what Alex tries to claim now in his ever-changing version of events, but also, in my opinion, confirms everything that she had alleged is true. The next video is by Kalimara, a talented artist who has been involved in the Yandere simulator community for a handful of years and has a series covering this situation. Specifically, the fourth video, The New Victim Statement, YandereDev Does Not Work Alone, is a thorough breakdown of Jane's recent defense of Alex, and also, to my knowledge, is the first and so far only detailing of Cameron's involvement throughout this ordeal. And finally, while it's not in the form of a video, a Reddit post has been made by Krexa, a former voice actress for Yandere Simulator, describing her allegations of abuse and manipulation by Cameron with proof during the time she spent living with him. All of these people deserve support, and I recommend everyone check out their content. The evidence against both Alex and Cameron is available in full via a link in the video description and in the pinned comment, with a notepad file describing everything included with additional notes as needed. Unfortunately, I don't feel safe posting all of the evidence in this video itself because of the fake copyright claim that was levied against my last video in an attempt to silence the allegations. Alex and his team want to claim things are out of context, misleadingly edited, or outright fake. Well, let's fix that. Everything is shown as it was sent to me, and unless otherwise mentioned, anything edited or left out was not done by me. Although Jane and I are no longer in contact, I have confirmation from another source that Jane is in contact with that she does still want the evidence posted. To the best of my knowledge, everything has either been requested to be released by Jane or has already been made public by herself or another third party. I guess that's all for now, at least until Cameron attempts to take me to court. I have nothing kind to say about him or Alex, both of whom I'm sure will be watching this. I have no doubt that Jane will watch this as well. All I have to say about her is that I don't believe she's in a healthy place right now, and I don't believe she has been since even before this whole situation unraveled. I don't believe she is surrounding herself with good people who truly care about her, instead choosing these individuals who, for whatever reason, she feels the need to defend and protect by any means necessary, even at the cost of her own well-being. There were quite a few things that didn't come to my attention until after my first video was posted, and I still didn't even understand the full scope of a lot of it until recently. None of these things diminish Alex or Cameron's culpability whatsoever. I want to make that perfectly clear. But they do go far beyond the realm of Jane simply being an imperfect victim. And it would have changed the situation remarkably if I'd had this knowledge ahead of time. Jane needs far more help than what anyone on the internet can provide for her, myself included. And I hope that help comes sooner rather than later, before anything worse happens. I know situations like this can provoke a lot of heightened emotions, believe me, I know, but please leave Jane alone. Respect her privacy. At this point, it's best not to interact with her at all, even if it's in good faith. Don't message her trying to get her to see reason or to try to convince her what she should or shouldn't do. Especially, do not harass her, or Alex and Cameron for that matter. Law enforcement has been contacted, and I hope eventually there will be justice for the alleged crimes committed. But sadly, the cycle of abuse is a bitch, and there's no possible way to help someone who does not want help. What happens next is out of our hands. So that's everything. Be sure to check out the link with the full evidence, and thank you all for watching.